What's going on? 187 New Breed, Steve Walk, Steve Franchise, Facebook. Chopping it up. So, hey, listen. Um, First of all, uh, I want to say this. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there with your family and everything, or if you're just chilling or whatever. Just want to wish y'all a happy 4th. Um, what I want to uh, speak on the NBA, and I want to speak on Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors, which I'm kind of surprised, but then I'm kind of not. Um, Me personally, I thought he should have stayed with Oklahoma City. I mean, y'all had something going, but it just tells me, it just tells me that he just didn't want to play with Westbrook anymore. He wanted to win a ring, and he just thought that playing with Oklahoma City, he just wasn't going to get that ring. So that's what it tells me. Now, if you look at it for both teams, for Oklahoma City, they lose a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to take that spot now? Now, who's to say? Who's to say that they might go the other route? Oklahoma City might sign Harrison Barnes. You know what I'm saying? Then it'll pretty much be a flip flop. You might as well say it was a trade for him. So you can say that Oklahoma City could sign Harrison Barnes or another small forward. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's just I thought if he should have stayed there, they would have had a chance next year. I mean, they was up 3-1 on the Warriors. So you got to look at it like that. Now, how does Westbrook feel about this? Westbrook has to be sad, but at the same time, he's gonna be happy because now he gets to show how he can run a team, or he don't have to worry about he should give Durant the ball more, or he can stop shooting, all this stuff. So he don't have to worry about all that stuff. Now with the Warriors, here's my thing: is it gonna mess up the chemistry between Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and everything else? But this team pretty much is like the Miami team of 6 years ago when they tried to get all these names, or kind of like the Lakers did in '04 when they tried to, when they had Kobe, Shaq, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and all them other guys, and they didn't get a championship, and my Pistons beat them. But you have to look at it, and I think this is what really messes up the game. I hate it when and I hate when the NBA always try to get this dream all-star team on one team. And I just miss the one superstar on every team. I hate the way, I like the times of even in the late early 2000s when, it was Vince Carter and Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, Kobe, um, Reggie Miller, you know, they were superstars on the same team, with even with Miami, in the '90s with Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning. Then in the early '90s with Orlando and Shaq and Penny and all that, and you just missed that. You know what I'm saying? But now everybody wants to have this all star team on their team, and that's kind of messing up. That's messing up the league to me, man. It's kind of making it's making it kind of unwatchable. like all these things, and it just doesn't make any sense. And everybody want to join this super team. And I know some people would say, well, what about the Boston Celtics 08? See, but the thing with Boston, you see, they're an exception because the money thing really didn't matter to them. They just wanted a championship. And I'm not saying Kevin Durant is not there because he wants to win a championship, but the way he did it, kind of like how LeBron left for Miami, it's like, okay, this is the best thing. And I'm not mad at a dude getting their money. You know what I'm saying? But the NBA paying for these mediocre dudes with these huge contracts are ridiculous. The Kent Bazemore. Who the hell is Kent Bazemore? You know what I'm saying? Lakers throwing all this money to Timothy Mozgov. Who? Like, what? It's unbelievable. Ridiculous. Now, the Mike Conley contract, he's a good player. I think Memphis paid him way too much money, but you got to pay a lot of money to get these players. And NBA is $1 billion industry, so they can afford that. And it's just some signings, Hassan Whiteside, side back with the Heat. 9 times out of 10, Dwayne Wade is gonna come back to Miami. The Rajon Rondo to Chicago is very interesting to me. It's very, very interesting. And it's gonna be it's almost like he's in the same situation that he was last year with Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Being that Rose is gone, Noah's gone, and you know what I'm saying? It's and who knows where Jimmy Butler is gonna go to. I'm not sure. Who knows if he gonna go to Minnesota. Me personally, I would like him to go to my Pistons, but I don't see that happening because we do need a consistent two-guard scorer and with a tough mentality, and I think he would be perfect for the Pistons, but you know, that's wishful thinking. The Dwight Howard to Atlanta. I hate to say this though, but I don't have no trust in Dwight Howard. I never have and I never will. That '09 season when he was with Orlando, that was the toughest. That was the Dwight Howard that should be every game. Like that year, you saw how serious he was. But I think ever since then, that year, he ain't really been the same since. And I just don't have no trust. I don't have no trust in the work. I don't have no trust with Dwight Howard. None. I don't trust him. I can't do it. Especially with Atlanta where they've changed a lot. No Jeff Teague. They re-signed Kent Bazemore, who, they still got Kyle Korver. They let go of Al Horford, who signed with Boston. So, and then they still got Paul Millsap. So they still may be a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? Luol Deng signing with the Lakers. I don't see the Lakers doing anything unless they get a big name, and I don't see them getting a big name down there. 9 times out of 10, LeBron is going to sign back with Cleveland because if he leaves Cleveland again, he is not going to be, they are not going to allow him back. Even if they win a championship, and that may give him some leeway or whatever, but I just, Cleveland is going to be mad at him again if he leaves. So, yeah, they got the monkey off the back and won a championship, but they still would be angry. But being that they got a championship, who knows? I don't know. The Drummond signing, I thought the money, it's funny how the NBA is paying all these dudes, and some of these dudes can't shoot a free throw. That some of them make less than 10 points a game, and they're not consistent scorers, rebounds, or whatever, and they getting all this money. And that's what I don't understand. Like, why is they paying all this money to them? Like, what? Like, I don't know. Indiana, the Pacers is going to be very interesting. I do like I like that team, man. I mean, I'm a Paul George fan myself. So for them to get Teague and they got Miles Turner, I I thought they were gonna beat Toronto in that first round, but it didn't come that way. Um, I think is Rodney. I think Rodney Stuckey still plays for them, if I'm not mistaken. I think he still does. But I like that team, man. They could, if they're healthy, they could make some. They could do some noise. Um, my Pistons. I like this team. For them, they got re-signed Drummond. We're gonna have a full year with Tobias Harris and and everybody else. Um, it's sad that Tolliver left for the Kings. Maybe he'll get a better opportunity there. We're gonna miss his 3-point shooting. The two draft picks, I don't know how they're gonna be, but I like this team. And for them to pick up Ish Smith from Philly, I thought that was that's a good move. But we're gonna see how it works out. But Reggie Jackson, KCP, um, Marcus Morris, Tobias, Drummond, Baines, Lure. We just signed, I think, John Lure from Phoenix. Stanley Johnson. Um, it's we got some nice pieces. I still think we need a backup shooting guard or a consistent shooting guard. Cause KCP has all the talent, but he's not a consistent scorer. If we got to rely on Reggie Jackson scoring 20, 30 points a game, then we can't rely on our point guard scoring that much. And Drummond has to be consistent. Show a post game, show a few moves. Stop getting out of foul trouble, hit some free throws. Stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Um, the Nets, I don't see them doing anything. I don't see the Lakers doing anything. I like the pieces Minnesota has. I think with them getting I think they drafted Chris Dunn, I think, from Providence. But I like their team and I like the signing of Coach Thibodeau. I think that's a good move. And Rubio, Wiggins, Carl Anthony Towns, you know, Zach Levine. They got some nice pieces there. I think they're just if they could get the coaching, I think Thibodeau can give them a toughness. So I don't see them making the playoffs, but I see them, playing hard. You know, um, the Clippers, them signing back Jamal Crawford was key. Um, who knows what else they gonna do? Um, the Kings messed up giving up Rondo. They got Tolliver. Um, you know, Willie Stein, DeMarcus Cousins, um, Rudy Gay. Still got some nice pieces there. So I don't know who their point guard is gonna be, but they got some nice pieces. I don't see them going to playoffs though. So the Wizards signing Bradley Beal back, I thought was key. They have a shot in going to the playoffs if they can stay healthy. If Wall and Beal can stay healthy, then they can be a surprising team. They can make some noise. Now let's get to the Knicks. Signing Derrick Rose needs to be healthy. Signing Noah needs to be healthy. Um, Melo, Melo is be Melo. Porzingis, so we'll see how that goes. They have a chance to make a playoffs if they're healthy. If they're healthy. We all know about Cleveland. They're probably gonna come out of the East again. Toronto, I just don't have any trust in Toronto going real far again. I think they got lucky with them two with the first and second round going 7 games. I think they should have lost to Indiana and they should have lost to Miami too. But they got lucky. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. I don't know what's up with Houston. I don't know why they signed Mike Dan, I don't know why they signed that coach. Uh they go in a different direction. I don't know what they're gonna do. Um I like the pieces with Milwaukee. I like Anakupo, Carter Williams, um, Monroe. I like some of their pieces. I do. I like some of their pieces. Orlando. That's gonna be very interesting. Um, with them getting Ibaka, now they got Biombo. That's pretty much gonna be their front court. They definitely gonna have the shot blocking. Um, with them, uh, of course, having Oladipo get traded to Oklahoma City, which I think I think Oladipo will really help Oklahoma City. I really do. He brings a toughness. He plays both ends. So he's going to be a very good complement to Westbrook. Even with Durant leaving, that'll really you'll really see how good Oklahoma City is going to be. But Orlando got some nice pieces. I like Peyton. Um, the center, the foreign center, he's one of the best centers in the league. Who knows what they're gonna do with him if he stays with them picking up Ibaka and Biombo. And we'll see what happens with that. Um Philly is just gonna be Philly. They're not going nowhere. Phoenix is gonna be Phoenix. I don't really see them going anywhere. Boston has a lot of guards. I like their toughness. Are they gonna go to the playoffs? I don't know. Charlotte, I don't know. Um, with them not having Lynn and then Al Jefferson leaving, I think he's with the Pacers, I believe. So we'll see how that goes. Um, I don't know. Man, uh, I don't know what Dallas is doing. I don't see Denver going anywhere. Um, again with Golden State, that's they're gonna be the favorites. San Antonio, they should be. I think this is pretty much their last run. I mean, I think this coming year is gonna be Ginobili and Duncan last hurrah. So this is the final straw for them. Then it's gonna be a whole new wave. So that's just my thoughts. Y'all tell me what y'all think about, NBA and the Kevin Durant thing. Me personally, if he want to make his money, he makes his money. I just think he should have stayed with Oklahoma City. I think he should have stayed there. But that definitely is going to give up Harrison Barnes. And I'd be surprised if Oklahoma City don't pick up and Harrison Barnes to fill that spot. Now, he's not going to get no Kevin Durant money, but you have something, you have a young dude who can, fill a spot on a roster. So we'll see what happens, but it'll just give Russell Westbrook the keys and everybody else will just fill in, you know?